Hey yo crew, what's good? I'm Petty on the beat, and in the video today we are going to see this beat from scratch that I made. That it's an ICEWEAR VEZZO type beat. I'm going to show you the sauce behind this beat and the sauce in general to make this kind of weird dark Florida type beats that ICEWEAR VEZZO uses. So I started right off the bat with this Labs melody on a piano with the dynamic one. Then I consolidated into audio and I pitched it down 300 cents. As you can see, I added a Pro Q just to cut the lows, added the chord particle just to make it sound more loud, but it only at 7%, and then a bit of Valhalla vintage just to make it sound more powerful with that vintage reverb. Then I made the exact same melody but in the new scale with this Omnisphere pad. Then I turned it on an audio clip and I added some Portal, an OTT and a Pro Q. This is what I put on it, and the Valhalla. I don't know where I get this preset from, but it's called Slaypad. There are tons of Portal banks that you can use on the internet, and I made it sound like this just to give it like more power to the main melody. And then altogether it sounds like this. Then I just made this Omnisphere lead melody that it's only C sharp, D sharp, C sharp and a G sharp just to give it tension to the beat. And then to finish the loop, I found this phrase in the Marco Lens Wizard multi-kit that it sounds like this. Just to give like much more a complex vibe to the beat. And I put only an OTT and a Pro Q and a Valhalla. Just like I kept it simple with the mix because I didn't think that I need too much, so the whole thing would sound something like this. Then going for the drums, I just made a two-step pattern for the hi-hats. I also added this open hat. At this important part, this is a pretty important part that I made all the bounce that I didn't do with the hi-hats. I made it with these perks that you can see here, this sub, these drums and this laser. What did I do? I replaced the snare bounce with these perks. Like I used this laser to make like the snare bounce, like I put them on the place that the snares should be, and then this sub I put in like in corner time with the two-step hi-hat, so it sounds something like this. Then I added a bell. Obviously this clap. And then I made this 808 pattern that it's pretty simple. It only has some ups and downs at the end. And then the whole thing would sound something like this. Then I structured the beat like this, like half of the beat like this, and the other part I just duplicated.
Making thousands.
basically the source behind making this kind of beats. Just my advice is to keep the hat simple, try to add bounce with the perks, and try to use those weird perks that you don't often use, and try to make like dark melodies, create tension, make some ambient sounds like the phrase I used, like that string phrase, or also that Omnisphere lead. And well, it's also good advice to duplicate the main melody and use another instrument just to highlight it, as in this case I made with the Labs piano and this Omnisphere pad. But it's not as complex as it may seem. So, I just wanted to make this video to show this beat I made from scratch. Just what want to, I just wanted to show you what I made and how did I made it. So take care of yourself, gang. See you in the next video.